This is the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. Morning, it's me. It is really early this morning. We're down here. I'll tell you all about it when we get on the road, but I'm doing something. I've got a plan. I will explain all of that in a minute. So if you keep in touch with my comments, if you keep up with my comments, you'll have seen that somebody, I can't actually remember who it was now. It was, what was his name? Civil Defence UK. How did I get that? Right, Civil Defence UK, that's his username, said to me, I'd like to buy you a coffee. You should get a link. Turns out, I didn't even know about this, there's a thing called Buy Me a Coffee. So I've set an account up. And do you know what? Straight away, I had people bloody buying me a coffee. I thought it was amazing. I was like, thanks for, I was absolutely flattered. But on that, it's also got a subscription thing. So you can set up something where you can pay £5 a month for you guys to become a member of the team effectively. And I was like, do you know what? Let's do it. Let's see. So I set it up and straight away, somebody bought me a coffee, somebody's joined. So I've decided I've got to give you a reward. But we made these stickers up last night. Let me get them fitted and I will show you. I think that looks class. Right, so this is the plan, right? If you sign up to my subscription, if you sign up to that, £5 a month, I will get your name on the back of here. We've already got one. Here he is. So you will become part of that, the Fighting Talkers team, and we're gonna fill that whole back of the truck there. Put your name, either you decide. You can either have your real name or your YouTube handle or whatever you want. If you sign up to it, £5 a month. In fact, it's £5 a month or £50 for the year. So it's up to you. You sign up to that, guys, and your name goes on there, and I will get you in as many videos as I can. So every time there's someone new, we'll just do a quick pass by and show everyone your names. Deal? Thanks for your support. Right, I've got more stickers to put on inside the truck, actually. Right, see you in a minute. Ah! Why haven't I got any bloody nails? This is the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. Let's stick around. What we got here? That, Charlie English, on the channel, subscriber, based in Sleaford. And that is Crinkly, sent me that. That's his Facebook group. Check it out. Midlife crisis. I've had a few as well. I've got a few people in touch with me. Right, let's make sure we look good. Right, we are off to RAF Digby to pick up a lady's car. Right, let's go to work, boys and girls. See, I say boys predominantly because I know 98.4% of my viewers are male. So 1.6% of my audience are female. However, what I do know is a lot of you guys message me saying that you and your wife, you and your family, you and your kids watch it, which means I've got to stop swearing. I do try and limit my F-bombs to like 1 per video. I think sometimes it adds a little bit of dramatic effect. Come down here. I've got so much to tell you. Right, so stickers are on, stickers have started arriving. I've also been invited to, and I think, pretty confident, Ronnie has become an honorary member of the East Anglia Tiger Owners Club. You know those kit cars? So that's class. They've got a meet going on. They're coming from East Anglia to all around this way. And they've messaged me and said, could we send you a sticker, put it in the truck, and we are stopping near you at a place called Heckington where there's a windmill and there's a brewery in the windmill, which is quite cool. But they're coming here and they want me to go along. So I'm gonna go and meet, of course I'm gonna go. It's like, do you want to come and have a look at some Tiger kit cars or Tiger, whatever? They are Tiger kit cars, aren't they? They look like the little Lotus 7s, I think. I'm not too, yeah, I think that's the right ones. So obviously I was like, yes I do, Dave. So that's what we're doing. We're going to that. That's later on in the month. Looking forward to it. I was driving to the unit this morning in my new Mini. I'll tell you about that in a minute. Driving to work, and for some reason my Spotify playlist that was on was like quite a sad one. And the sun was just coming up, the sun was rising, and I was just like, I was sitting there like, what? I had to pull over and put some dance music on, because I thought I was going to be in tears by the time I got to work. Right, loads to tell you about. You know the drill, guys. go get yourselves a brew or a mojito. Go get a mojito. Get them mint leaves and smash them up. Go get yourself something and I'll catch you in a minute, all right? This car, right, Citroen C4 Picasso, yesterday, it's an American lady, lovely woman. Well, I've only spoke to her on the phone, but I get down there, she calls me out, the aux belt was snapped, battery's completely, well, aux belt was snapped, that's all I got told. It got recovered by the AA or one of the clubs. They've dropped it off in a car park near RAF Digby, super secret base. Not the super secret base I went on in the special ops video. That, if you haven't seen that one, that's one of my favourite videos, go and watch it. So it's been dropped off there. So I arrived yesterday and I sent her a text as I arrived and I said, hi, I'm here. She's like, okay, thank you. And 30 minutes later, I was like, hi, you come in? Because I can't get into your car. And she was like, no, the car's dead, the battery's dead. And I was like, okay, but I still need to get in the car. I can't, like the wheels were facing that way. If I had a spec, I could have done it. But then it can't be repaired at the garage because they can't get in. Anyway, I was like, yeah, I need the keys. And she was like, okay, but the battery's dead. And I was like, yeah, I just need the keys. She was like, okay, sorry. 20 minutes later, she's still not there. So I ring her again. And I was like, hi, sorry. Are you on your way? And she was like, no. I was like, why? She went, well, I told you the car's dead. You know, I still need the keys. She was like, okay. So anyway, eventually her husband arrives and gives me the keys. How? By this point, I'd already waited an hour and I was kind of already then running late for my next job. So there's no major rush on this. So I said to her, do you mind if I come back tomorrow? We'll bring the Noco, because I didn't have the Noco with me. So I was like, we'll bring the Noco, we'll boost the car up, and it'll be a bit of a test for the Noco actually, because this car is dead, D-E-D, dead. So we're going back now, we're going to pick it up. Now the problem is, Tuesday is the day. Tuesday is inherently quiet for people breaking down. I don't know why, but the breakdown gods clearly shine on people on a Tuesday, and not many people break down on a Tuesday. A bit weird. That reminds me of a story. I got to say this story in a minute. So what I usually do is I pre-book jobs in for Tuesdays. So I'll do like jobs from people's houses to garages on Tuesdays. So I've done that today, but because of this Picasso, I'm a bit tight for time. So I've got a lot of jobs booked in today that have all got to be at garages this morning. So that's why I'm up stupidly early, so that I can go and get this Picasso out of a car park. So that reminds me of a story, right? My mate is married to a copper. So she's like a Bobby on the beat copper. She's working night shifts. So she's working this night shift on a Thursday night. So he's at home with the kids, he's asleep, she's working all night. Anyway, she comes home on a Friday morning and he's sitting down feeding the kids at breakfast and he's got his piece of toast and he's sat there and she walks in, he's like, how was your day, blah, blah, blah. He says to her, oh, anything happened? She goes, yeah, listen, don't obviously tell anyone, don't tell any of the boys at work, but a girl got raped last night down the back of Asda. And he was like, fucking hell. He goes, oh no, beep. That's terrible. That's what I was dealing with last night. There was a rape in town. Terrible. So my mate, Jim, we'll call him Jim. He's not called Jim, but we'll call him Jim. My mate's sitting there eating his toast, and he's like quietly like pondering the situation. And then he goes, "Who goes out raping on a Thursday?" His missus went mental. I thought it was hilarious. Like when he told me, he was like, "Oh, me and the missus had a massive fight last night," and I was like, "Why?" And he went, "Well, I asked who goes raping on a Thursday, and she didn't find it funny at all." But yeah, you're right. Is it? I mean, arguably, is there ever a day you should go raping? Probably not. Rape is bad, kids. Oh, speedy Audi, my woman. I thought it was the man. It's a Tesla coming. Come on. Come on, Rocket Roddy. Right. Ooh. Apex. There it is. Kissed it. Right, so, my Mini. So, you know, I said I was going to a wedding. I went to a wedding on Saturday. It was very good. Congratulations, Nick and Sarah. Well done. It was a great wedding. Very emotional. Nick's dad died recently, like a couple of weeks ago, so it was It was all very emotional and there was not a dry eye in the house. Malcolm went for a sleepover at Olivia's, so he went down to stay with Olivia and her boyfriend. Sunday, once I was sober enough, I went to pick him up, and on the way, one of my wheel bearings decided it did not want to be quiet anymore and started making a droning noise. So there's a problem. Other issues I had was the oil filler housing. So I changed the oil filler, I changed the oil, and when I took the cap off the oil filler, who knew, it's full of springs and like a pressure plate that holds the filter against the housing. And as I took the cap off, it nearly took my face off because the springs decided they didn't want to be in there anymore and nearly took my eye out. So I then, 40 quid later, I had to go and buy a new cap. But it is what it is, isn't it? I'm making this car nice, making it mint. I'm determined to. It hasn't been that well looked after, which is a real shame for such a rare car. The John Cooper Works, you know, it's a lovely car. This is a great road in a minute, and I don't want to film me on it because I don't want to incriminate myself. But it's one of my favourite biking roads. I decided to film it. Head cam, don't listen to my music, you'll get copyright infringement.
Maybe it's a new beginning. Maybe it's the start of where it ends. I know. It comes down to all or nothing. This time it's for real, we can't pretend. You know, they're closing in, and I don't wanna miss a shot. Adrenaline, so give it everything that you got. Don't stop. In your eyes, I see a fire lighting up as we're getting away. There's no going back, and I'm loving the chase. Where you go, I follow. We're not giving up, never hitting the brakes. There's no going back, and I'm loving the chase. We're not giving up, never hitting the brakes. There's no going back, and I'm loving the chase. I can hear my every heartbeat. I can feel the blood rush through my veins. You know.
Welcome to RAF Digby. There's the car there, see it? Been abandoned there. So let's get in here and see if the Nokia in a northern accent, can fire this bad boy up. You can do it. Look at my stickers. You can do it. Right, flashy's on. Engine off. And let's go and see if we can get this car started. Come on, Nokia. Nokia Boost Pro. It's very northern, that, isn't it? Nokia Boost Pro. JB 150. No, that's Brum. Don't worry about me. I'm having a mental breakdown. Speak to you in a minute. Let's just take a second to appreciate the Fighting Talkers list that only has one person on it at the moment, but it will have more. I messed my hair up with my head cam. Right, let's see if we can get this thing going. Okay, so this is going to be the test for the Noco, right? So this car is totally dead. It's got 5 volts battery. I need to start it to get the bloody handbrake off and to get it into neutral because it's got this stupid thing. I know there is a manual release for the handbrake, but that gearbox is a pain in the ass. Right, so what you do is you turn your Noco on, and then you put it into boost mode with the earth not connected. Now we should get a little bit of a spark, but right, it should now. Let me. Right, it's running off the Noco. And it's in neutral, so it should. God, that noise. Right, we can load it. Sweet. Right, now let me get this loaded up real quick, running off the Noco. I'll speak to you in a minute. So fair play to the old Noco, right? That stop. Why can't I turn it off? Jesus Christ, what a car. Right. Fair play to the Noco. That has just fully life supported this car. Completely, all on the battery, all on that Noco. What a piece of kit. Right, I'll get it strapped on. See you in a minute. Okay, winch is off. PTO is off, winch is off. Right, let's get this car to Saunby's, and then got another one straight after that that's also going to Saunby's. So the video I did, and this really annoyed me, you know the video I did with the butterfly bit, you know, where the butterfly hit me in the face and all that? Lots of you really like that, and do you know something? It's one of my favourite videos I've ever edited. As I was editing it, I was sat there genuinely laughing. I don't know, because I sometimes forget half the crap I say when I'm out on the road. So I sit there watching it back, and I don't ever really laugh at myself. But that butterfly scene, if you haven't seen it, you got to go and watch it. I don't know what came over me, but well, it just happened, and I was like, I've got to talk about this. But the problem with that video was, for some reason, and you've answers on a postcard, YouTube found that the video was the video was likely to cause harm to minors. Now at first, I didn't realise it was minors with an O, not an E. I thought we were talking about like big burly blokes who live in Wales, in the valleys, or the northeast. Now, you try offending them. You ain't offending one of them. They've worked down the mines. It turns out they were talking about kids, and but apparently the content was likely to cause comments in the comments section that could offend. I don't know. I don't even know. So I was messaging them straight away, and I was like, why do you keep turning my comments off? And they were like, and they just came back with a load of answers, basically that all just said I was bad for kids. Well, my videos all say that it's not made for kids, so I don't really understand that. But anyway, it is what it is. I keep turning them back on, and then they keep going off, so I don't really know. But yeah, I think a lot of you seem to like that one. A few of the comments, when I can get the comments to stay on, the comments do seem to be pretty good, and they're all saying, properly made you laugh, and that's what it's all about, isn't it? Right, so we will be at Saunby's in about 5 minutes, all before 7:30 in the morning. Class. Let's get it done. Could be in the pub by 12. We won't be. Not drinking on a school night. I'm on a little bit of the A15. Yeah, this is the A15 that's haunted. This bit, literally. Look at. I don't know if you can't see. They apparently there's a ghost on that hill there. It was on this morning with Phil and Fern. Some bloke went on there and talked about it. But there's loads of stories about ghosts on that hill. There's a ghost apparently in there that hides in the bushes, runs out at you or something, and your car goes straight through it. I don't know. Do you believe in ghosts? I kind of want to see a ghost. I've always kind of been like, I'm kind of curious, right up until the point where I'm in like a really dark place, spooky place on my own, and then I absolutely do not want to see a ghost. But I kind of am intrigued. So if you've got a ghost story, I want to hear about it, because I'm not convinced. I suppose it's just because I've never really seen anything. But yeah, if you've got a ghost story, let us know. Let us know in the comments.
How much it costs? 250 quid.
Jesus Christ.
And it looks like it's another 250, letting them do it again. I just want to put it right what they did last time. Could it be a computer fault?
Oh God, I wouldn't know. Without, do you know what the problem is? It's French. And the electrics. So, well, maybe it's time to look for a new motor. Do you think?
I've only had it since February.
Have you? Take care, pal. Jesus, this fella here. Oh, he's just had a right rant to me. Morning, mate. It's Ben from Sleaford Recovery. I'm actually free now. Are you free? Right, I'll be with you. I'm just leaving Thornby Motors now. I'll be with you in the next 10-15 minutes. Okay, see you in a minute. Bye-bye. My plan is working, guys. We are ahead of schedule by about an hour and a half. So, hopefully, I can get everything done today. I'm going to pretty much end it there after that bloke has just ranted his head off at me. How do I finish this video? Right, so much has happened. So, the channel is just, I feel like it's really gaining some traction now. Thank you so much for your support. Clearly people are sharing stuff. People are obviously sharing it with their friends, sharing it with their family, but you know, the subscribers are going up every day, which is just fantastic. It really gives me that motivation to keep going. Remember, if you want to join one of the most exclusive clubs in the world, the Fighting Talkers, have your name on the back, I will make it look really smart. That would be great. £5 a month. The link will be in the description of this video. Onwards and upwards, guys. Do you know what? Everyone keeps saying that actually in the comments. You know, this is the start of it. Onwards and upwards. I feel like you're right. We are on our way, and we're going to do it together. And you guys, you know what they say? If you're in the first 5,000 subscribers, you are the OGs, and you guys are all part of it. So thank you for this. If you're watching this and you haven't hit that subscribe button, and turn the bell notification on so that you get notified every Friday. Well, in fact, you know what? Don't even bother. Friday 6 PM, Sunday 6 PM. There's your video times. You'll always get videos on a Friday and a Sunday. So get the family round, get the mother-in-law round, and share the love. There's an MT-09 SP there. I've got one of them. I've got one of them. That is beautiful, that. Right, I'm going to end it. You have been amazing. Stay safe, be good, don't get into trouble, and I will see you guys on the next one. Much love, guys. Take care. Holding a roundabout! Ah!
Don't look before you leave. What you give, you get to keep. So long, farewell.